Hey everyone, this is Christopher Beaudry, and today I'm going to be doing a book review on Dark Lord, The Rise of Darth Vader. I haven't done a book review in a while, but this book compelled me to do one. I got it Saturday from Amazon, and I was planning for this to last me a little bit, a couple weeks, do some light reading between midterms and homework. Well, I ended up finishing it Sunday night because I could not put this book down by James Luceno. Again, it's Dark Lord, The Rise of Darth Vader. So this book takes place in between episodes 3 and 4 in Star Wars. It actually is immediately after Revenge of the Sith, where Anakin Skywalker becomes Darth Vader after swearing allegiance to Chancellor Palpatine, then Emperor Palpatine, who is also Darth Sidious of the Sith. And the beginning of the book actually takes place at the same time as the last half hour or so of Revenge of the Sith. After Emperor Palpatine orders the clone troopers to execute Order 66 and kill all the Jedi, the clone troopers who are stationed with Jedi Master Murkhana, Bol Chatak, and Chatak's Padawan Olee Starstone turn on them and obviously attempt to kill them and follow Order 66. So those three survive, which is a little bit of a spoiler. I would have rather not have known that, but it says it right in the back, so I figured I might as well say it in this video as well. And they survive the order, and then they're like, whoa, what's going on? Our clone troopers turned on us. And then they hear that, there's an empire now instead of a republic, and the war's over because, and the Revenge of the Sith, Vader, or Anakin, goes and kills all the separatists and turns off all the separatist droids. So the empire kind of takes over. And then the book fast forwards 4 weeks, and Darth Vader is now in his suit. He's equipped with a new lightsaber, and he's tasked with it's a little complicated. The Emperor gives him different orders, but basically Vader's sort of on a vendetta to go and find all of the remaining Jedi who survived Order 66. And it just makes for a really, really interesting story. Now, I don't want to spoil too much, but they're basically the three Jedi who survive are trying their best to make sense of what the heck is going on. Like, who ordered the execution of the Jedi? Why is there an empire now? Who's this Vader guy? What happened to all the Jedi, including Obi-Wan Kenobi, Yoda, Anakin Skywalker, the Chosen One? There's rumors that he died in the Purge of the Jedi Temple, which is obviously not true because he's Darth Vader. So they're trying to figure that out, find other Jedi, evade the Stormtroopers, which is what they start calling the clone troopers, and Darth Vader. So it just makes for a really interesting story. I literally couldn't put it down for 2 days. Obviously I had to sometimes, but I was just, every time I got to the end of a chapter, I just had to turn the page to see how it would end and see what would happen next. And it concludes with a very large planet-wide battle on a planet that we saw in the previous movies, the Star Wars movies. And Darth Vader leads the Empire in the first major battle with the Stormtroopers against this world, which is sort of opposing the Empire. It wasn't really. You'll see when you read the book. But this is a great book. I hesitate to give it 5 out of 5. I'm going to give it 4 out of 5, just for the fact it's not like the best thing I've ever read. But I will say, for a fiction book, this is the first one that got me like really turning the pages since I read the third book in the Game of Thrones series, which I believe is Feast for Crows. Don't quote me on that. But this was just one of the best fiction. And I read that junior year of high school, and I've read plenty of books since then. So this is just an amazing work by James Luceno, and I highly, highly recommend it if you're a Star Wars fan. And I just ordered another book about Darth Vader and Darth Sidious, and I have another one on Ahsoka that I'm planning on reading. I watched the Clone Wars, by the way, finally. I was resisting it, but I started watching it, and it's awesome. But anyway, that's another review. So, Dark Lord, The Rise of Darth Vader, 4 out of 5. Highly recommend it for Star Wars fans. If you're not a Star Wars fan, I'd probably go see the movies rather than read it. But, yeah, you really have to know the Star Wars story. I mean, you don't need to, but in order to really appreciate it, you really need to see the movies and stuff first. But great book. So thanks for watching.